All right, what's up YouTube? Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going over brand names and getting your brand name entered on your listing. I can remember when I was first launching my very first product, I was trying to think. I had found the product, the baby handprint and footprint picture frame kit. For those of you guys who have been here on the channel since I first started, I've shared what that product was. But I saw all the competitors. I looked at their brand names. I came up with a brand name called Lolly Baby. I got a logo done on Fiverr. I sent it to my supplier. I did not get it on my actual product. I made a big mistake there, not putting my actual brand name on the product. Now, when I first launched 2.5 years ago, you really didn't need the brand name on the product for creating the listing. Now you do. When it comes time to order samples from your supplier of a product you're thinking of selling and you order samples, you want to make sure you're ordering custom samples because we'll need that for when you go to create the listing. Now Amazon is requiring that you submit pictures of the product with the logo. So in today's video, I'm going to talk all about brand names, getting a logo done, ordering custom samples, and how you actually get your brand name on the listing. How do you get your brand name entered in the brand name box when it's time to create your product listing? This also has to do with error code 5665. Amazon must approve your brand, which all new sellers are getting. And then there's another thing I want to talk about, which is in the Helium 10 Facebook group today. I saw some member posting that Amazon has essentially told them that you must have a trademark brand name to even sell on Amazon. So let me cover all of that in today's video. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back to those of you who are my subscribers. I appreciate all of you being here. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, business coach, and mentor. Right here on my YouTube channel, I release 1 to 2 new videos every single week covering everything Amazon FBA related, making money online, e-commerce. So if you enjoy that type of content, do me a favor right now, please, and go down and press subscribe. Give me a like on this video. It helps support my channel and the video in the YouTube algorithm. And if you do those 2 things and leave a comment, you'll be automatically entered to win a 30-minute coaching call with me, a Zoom coaching call. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing my story of how I started my Amazon business, went from a struggling drug addict 6 years ago, all the way to a full-time 6-figure seller with multiple online businesses. Without any other delays, guys, let me share with you what you'll need to do as far as brand names, trademarks, getting your brand name listed on your listing, and ordering samples, all coming up right now. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So let me just start off by showing you kind of what I read today in the Helium 10 Facebook group. It's a great group if you're not a part of that for Amazon sellers. Check out the Helium 10 members group on Facebook, and also, of course, the Amazon FBA Gladiators Facebook group. That's my private group for Amazon sellers, and I'm in there every single day helping answer your questions. So here's the post. So has anyone ever opened a case for error code 5665 recently? I'm trying to sell my product in Germany, and it has been a long back and forth between myself and Amazon. My branding is printed on my product, but Amazon does not want to accept it. I've sent photos holding my product, showing my product from different angles. Clearly the logo is printed on the product, but I still can't get approval to list my products with my brand name. I just had an Amazon agent on the phone telling me that Amazon does not want seller without a trademark anymore, which I find surprising. I doubt that every new seller has a trademark now. So this really brought up a lot of concerns with me because as a new Amazon seller, we don't have trademarks, right? We don't have brand registry yet. You probably haven't invested into a trademark. Now, I recently did another video, which I'll link up here, guys, on getting brand registry and a trademark, the cheapest and fastest way to do that. There's basically 2 ways. So I'll link that video up there so you can click on that if you are ready to get a trademark and brand registry. But let me just take this step by step. When you first find a product and you do product research, you find a product or a niche that you're going to be selling in, the next step is to, of course, validate it's a good product, but come up with a brand name. Looking at the other brand names on the market, looking at other Instagram pages or brands in your product's niche, and or Googling the top brand names, and then come up with a brand name. Then you check trademarkia.com or uspto.gov, type in your brand name you want to use, make sure it's not already trademarked. Because what I recommend doing is actually branding your products from the beginning, putting the logo or your brand name on the products, the packaging, buying the domain name, but launching the product first, and then getting a trademark, because it's going to cost roughly $400 to $1,000 to get a trademark. So not everyone can afford that in the very beginning. It's also not required, though, guys, that for this error code 5665 and Amazon must approve your brand first. It's actually, there's ways around this. You don't have to have a trademark in order to create new listings or to even get your brand name changed or entered correctly on the product listing. So step 1, think of a brand name. Step 2, check on trademarked.com that it's available for trademark not already taken. Do a quick search on Amazon. Make sure there's no other users or sellers using that brand name. That's step 2. Step 3, go onto Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. Hire somebody for 10, 20, 30 bucks to do a logo for your brand. You want to think of a brand name and get a logo done that looks nice for your product's category, that you can sell multiple products under this brand name. For example, if you're selling in home and kitchen, a good brand name may be Brian's Kitchen Designs. But something that would not be good is like Brian's Knife Company, because now I can only sell knives. So do you see the difference there? Brian's Kitchen Designs, I can launch multiple products in home and kitchen, versus Brian's Knife Company, I can only launch knives. So that's step 3, get a logo done on Fiverr or Upwork. Step 4 is we want to send that logo once you found a supplier. We need to send that logo to the supplier and order a custom sample. We need at least one product sent to your house, sent to you with your brand name logo on it. On the product at a minimum, on the product and on the packaging would be even better. And then I recommend going to Namecheap.com, GoDaddy.com, and buying your brand name domain name. GoDaddy.com, Namecheap.com. If your brand name was Brian's Kitchen Designs, BrianKitchenDesigns.com. Go buy that brand name, domain name for your brand on GoDaddy or Namecheap. Okay, guys, so let's review. What do you need for getting your actual brand name entered? And do you need a trademark? Is it required now to actually have a trademark? Is Amazon moving towards brands only? I do think that Amazon will start to move towards having brands sell on their platform only. I feel like Amazon is moving towards having brands only, with trademarks, and having brand registry eventually to sell on their website. So it's a good idea to be thinking about selling in one category or building a brand in one or two categories versus launching products all over the place in all different categories. So we'll want to find the product, validate the product, come up with a brand name, make sure it's available for trademark for eventually down the road after you launch and get a trademark. Get a logo done, send it to the supplier. We order a custom sample that has the logo on it. And then while you create the new listing, you can enter generic or NA to be able to save the listing and then use the template in this video or the document down below to get approval and have Amazon unlock the account. So now you'll be able to create new listings with your brand name or change a listing where you had to enter NA. Then you guys go ahead and launch, and then you can use Trademarked.com, LegalZoom, or the Amazon Ip Accelerator program for a trademark and brand registry. Here's the 3 things that we will need to submit to Amazon. So when you're creating a new listing, it's time to create your new listing. Congratulations. You've bought a UPC barcode from Nationwide Barcode or from GS1. It's time to create your new product listing. You've got your seller account set up. But you don't have a trademark, you haven't invested into getting a trademark yet. Is it true that you have to have a trademark to create listings with the brand name? The answer is no. Here's what some tricks that kind of used to work. We put NA or generic or your brand initials. That's kind of what's been working as far as like getting your listing saved. But, you should have a custom sample that has your logo on it. And then you're going to go up top to the top right of your seller account, help, contact us, help adding a product, listing and product listings, contact us, trouble adding a product. You go through all those steps and you should see this kind of template here where it's got contact reason, please describe your issue, and then down below, contact method, email, or phone. The contact reason will be error code 5665. Amazon must approve your brand. Before you fill this out and send it to Amazon, you can either do this before you create the listing and get approval for your brand name, or you can do it after you've created and saved your listing, and maybe you did have to enter NA or generic or just the brand's initials into the brand name box to get it to be able to save and finish. Both of those, either way, guys, is okay. You'll still need to do this next step. You'll need to submit a picture to Amazon of your product with logo. The logo on the product should look permanently affixed. So it can't just be like kind of photoshopped on there. Now we'll talk about that. You can kind of Photoshop the logo on there, but it needs to look real. And then so your contact reason will be error code 5665, submitting evidence, I own the brand name. Please describe your issue. I'll link this down below, but you'll need to fill out this email template, which basically has, appreciate your hard work during the COVID-19 crisis. We're creating a new listing and getting error code 5665. We had to enter NA for the brand. However, this is not correct and could cause confusion. Our brand name is Brian's Kitchen Designs. You can verify this by looking at the screenshots down below of my product with logo, packaging with logo, and also verify this on my product website, www.brianskitchendesigns.com. It shows the same product and UPC number listed above, and I've also attached screenshots of this. Would you please be able to change the brand name for me from NA to Brian's Kitchen Designs? Or unlock the account so I can edit it. And then you have your name, you have your brand name, and then a thank you note. And then in about 2 to 4 days, Amazon should approve you to go ahead and either change the brand name from NA to your brand name or create new product listings now with the brand name. So guys, there's 3 things basically that you'll need for this. You'll need a picture of your product with logo, packaging with logo, and go buy the website brand domain. Those 3 things, or at least the logo on the product, a picture of that, and your website for your brand domain, those 2 out of the 3 will give you approval and have the ability to create new listings and enter the brand name you want to use, or change it from NA generic over to your actual real brand name. Now, I've helped create and created over 10 new product listings within the last 2 weeks. And on every single new listing I've helped create, we always got the error code 5665. Amazon must approve your brand. So that's kind of standard now across the board if this is your new first listing. Once you submit this evidence and this email and this template, contact reason, you choose email, you upload the attachments, you do email, it'll say add attachments here, you show Amazon a picture of your product with logo, your website or domain name. You won't have to do this again. This is just for the very first time creating your first listing and while using a new brand name. Then you can launch new products and list new products, and you won't have to go through this every step, okay, or every time. So that's an important note. So I mentioned about the website. Where do you get the brand domain name, GoDaddy or Namecheap? But then you can try submitting just a receipt that you purchased your brand domain name, brianskitchendesigns.com. I purchased this from GoDaddy, and show Amazon a receipt, a screenshot of the receipt for that brand domain name. But what works even better is if you can quickly set up like a one-page website that has at least one picture of your product with logo on it. It has like a title below it, the product name, and it has a price. Because Amazon may in fact click on, when you submit this template, click on your website and just quickly go, and they may look to see, okay, is this website for real? Is it the brand name at the top? If you had to do like shop brianskitchendesigns.com if the .com wasn't available, or brianskitchendesigns.co, that's still fine too, guys. But Amazon may go check to see your products on there. It has the logo on there, and it's a real website, okay? So this goes for if you did have to do NA or generic, or you're creating new listings and want to just do this ahead of time to get approval. So then I recommend you go ahead and launch the product, and then whenever you can afford it, the $400 to $1,000, go ahead and get Amazon Brand Registry. Now there's some benefits of Amazon Brand Registry, including enhanced brand content, video on your listing, the videos or images in your description, the Vine program, running lightning deals, Prime exclusive discounts, sponsored brand ads or headline ads, sponsored video ads. You get all of that with Amazon Brand Registry. That's the A+ content. here's the two cheapest ways to get a trademark or brand registry. That is Trademarked.com or LegalZoom. Trademarked.com, you would type in the brand name here, and then it'll show you the price. So Brian's Kitchen Designs. Now, guys, remember, I recommend you go ahead and launch the product. But first, we have to go through all those steps I laid out, where we order we get a logo done, we order a custom sample with the logo on the product, we create the listing with our brand name in the brand name box, you go ahead and launch the product, and then whenever you can afford the $400 to $1,000, go ahead and get a trademark here. You can see Brian's Kitchen Designs brand name is available, and it's $3.99 plus tax and fees. And government fees, probably another $100, so $4.99 to go ahead and get a trademark. Now, a trademark will take 8 to 12 months. The other way is by going with the Amazon IP Accelerator program. If you use the Amazon IP Accelerator program, this is who I used. I used Idea Legal 2 times, and it was about $850, but Amazon will grant you brand registry in about 10 to 15 days, and then your trademark comes in, 8 to 12 months later. But there's a new pilot program. So this is really interesting. So if you do go with Trademarkia and spend $4.99, and then what you can do is use this new pilot program to get brand registry early. As soon as you have a US, your brand has a trademark that is pending registration with the trademark offices in the US, as soon as you have a registration number, you can go ahead and apply for this pilot program, a wait list for brands with pending trademarks. So super cool there, guys. It's an invitation-only pilot program in the USA and India. To join the wait list, review the eligibility requirements. So you have an active Amazon seller account, you are not already enrolled, and you have a registration for a trademark pending in the US. Then you can go ahead and apply for this pilot program. So that's super interesting there, guys. But just to review, and then I got another document here for how to create a listing. This goes over everything you'll need to create a listing step by step. Other error codes you may face, including UPC barcodes do not match, or if you are creating a new listing and you get a picture of some other random product that pulls up, that means that the barcode you're using or the title you're using is pulling someone else's product up. So you'll need to try a different UPC barcode number or adjust your title. You'll also want to enter a finalized title when you go to create the basic listing. And so this is another helpful document here you can pick up to walk you through setting up your listing. So guys, that's going to wrap up today's video, going over error code 5665, exactly how to get around, making sure you can create new listings and get your brand name entered. It's not required that you have a trademark, but it will be important to be thinking about building out, launching multiple products under one brand name for the future. Okay, guys? I hope you guys got value from today's video. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Lots more great content coming your way soon. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.